is a leadership that will enslave you. Any leadership that teaches you to depend upon another race is a leadership that will enslave you. They gave leadership to our foreparents, and that leadership made them slaves. But we have decided to find the leadership of our own.
Not your average nigga, I'm a god out the hood. They can't downplay me, I came up, I'm elevated. I ain't gotta say too much for them to know I'm coming for what's mine. You know they see me in my presence, say they see how I'm coming. Young, but you not just gonna finesse me like you did my peoples. Then back when you said they was emancipated. This ain't that. Your head too big, you feeling yourself. The game wasn't fair, you had the advantage, we wasn't educated. I don't look at you people the same. Nah. Your worst nightmare, my skin tone about them chains. Yeah. Not no circus lion, son, I can't be tamed. You gon' have to kill me, pussy, Toby ain't my name. Y'all still want us think our history started when we were slaves? What? Come on now, talk about them pyramids we made. I was chosen by that man, you know y'all just been running game. The nerve of you acting like...
Oh, shoot. What's going on, family? My name is Brother King Cam, and welcome back to Shifting the Culture Podcast, the wave, the movement, the mindset. Man, we're back with another fire episode tonight. We're going to be discussing how to get that tech bag. All right, we're going to be discussing how to get that bag in tech. Move this over here just a little bit, slightly. Boom. Okay, cool. Bam. Got that, how I want that to look. And... okay, yeah, see, this didn't work the way I wanted it to work. Let me see something. Let me go ahead and hit this real quick. Dang. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I don't know why my Instagram didn't pull up, so about to pull that up real quick. Doing some quick technical stuff going on, family. So look, I need everybody who is tapped in right now. I need you to let me know what city and state that you tuned in from. All right, shout out to the Facebook family. Shout out to Instagram, clearly not on here because I'm trying to bring them in right now. Shout out to YouTube. I need you to make sure that you like and make sure that you hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you can stay notified every time that we drop a video. All right. And I need my Twitter family to make sure that you retweet. All right, so let me see if I don't even know if I can do it like this. I don't know how. I accidentally closed out the window, and I don't think it's going to let me do it. Nope, I don't think it's going to let me do it. So Instagram just going to be out back for this one. Instagram just out back for this one. All right, so they just had to catch the replay. All right, so tonight we're going to be talking about how to make a bag in the tech industry. How to make a bag in the tech industry, okay? Want to bring some value, want to bring some, some good information, to the family tonight because what I'm seeing and what I understand is we have to be able to move with the times. We in an era where everybody got a side hustle. Many people are working multiple jobs. Many people are trying to do whatever it is so that they can bring extra money in. So with finding about a new industry that will pay you some more money that you're making, then, we need to make sure that we spreading that information to as many people as possible. All right. So want to go ahead and tap in. So. All right, so let me see. All right, family. So as we are getting that together, let me go ahead and drop one of these tunes by my good brother. Let me see what I got. Hold on.
There can never really be justice on stolen land. Are you
okay, yeah, we're going to play this whole one right here. This that golden child right here. All right. I like to have that good background music sometimes when I'm talking because it just give you that good radio. It give you that dope radio background, that radio feel. So yeah. So anyway, and I had made a post earlier yesterday on Instagram about the tech industry and how much money you can make because it's actually in demand. And what I notice about a lot of us is that we don't like change. And because we don't like change, then we are missing out on a lot of the opportunities for us to really, get a bag. So let's see. What's going on, Brother Nathan? Brother Nathan always tapping in. I appreciate my brother for always supporting. All right. So let me see. We get busy. Okay, yeah. All right, so family. So yeah, Facebook. Make sure that you share this out. All right, so let me see. So I want to pull this up. My bad, IG. You just ain't on this one today. You're not on this one today, IG. And this computer acting kind of crazy. I'm gonna shut it down after this. What? With me. That's gonna ride with me. Dedicated brothers on the side with me. All right, cool. Let me see. Hold on, let me do another. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. I'm rebellious for sure. All right, so look. The median average income for black households in 2022 is $52,860. Okay, $52,860. I said 62. I don't know why. It's $52,860. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, that's compared with $77,250 for white households, a difference of $24,390. Okay, so that's some stats, right? That is some stats. Let me see if I can pull up. If I can pull up a chart real quick, because clearly we want to make sure that we're dealing with actual facts. All right. So I want y'all to see this. Okay. So as you can see in this chart, this is a chart that gives us statistics from, pull this up, from 1990, average median household income from 1990. From 1990 all the way to 2022. Okay. I don't know why I want to start sneezing as soon as I get into it. So this is giving us median income of black private households in the United States from 1990 to 2022. Okay, so as you can see, it's fluctuated, but it's constantly, went up, went down, dipped a little bit, came back up, dipped a little bit. Obviously, 2008 was the recession, so bad economy, dipped a little bit, boom. Low was 2011, but then it's been on a constant trend up since 2011, all the way to 2022, where we had 53,860. Okay, 53,860. Now there was another stat that said it was around 52 something. All right. Nevertheless, The reason why I brought those stats up is so that we can paint a picture of the economic condition that we are currently in, and why I want to introduce what I want to introduce on the tech side of things. All right. So now I made a post recently on Instagram, and in that post, it was talking about in-demand tech jobs. It was talking about in-demand tech jobs. And then everybody who is tuned in right now, to make sure you hit the comment section. Let me know what city and state that you're checking in from, family. I want to know who there, if the people there, what's going on. All right? Let me know what's happening. So I need Facebook. What I need you to do is I need you to like. I need you to smash that like button. I need you to make sure that you comment and let me know what city and state you're from. YouTube, same thing. I need you to know what city and state you're from. Smashing the like button, making sure that you hit that subscribe button, and also hit that bell so you can stay notified when we drop a video. Twitter, I need you on the retweet. Instagram, not joining us tonight, but it's all good. Okay? So again, we talking about how to get a bag in the tech industry. I myself have been involved in the tech industry, broke into the doors about 2 years ago, close to 2 years ago. And because of the brand and because of the ability to make connections with people, I have, been invited as a speaker on a panelist for a tech expo in Dallas, which was in Dallas of 2022. So that was Dallas. Last year was a speaker for tech there. And then this year hosted one of the hottest tech events in Atlanta called Techpreneur Con, where there were entrepreneurs who are also working in the tech industry, people who were looking to get into the tech industry and build connections and build relationships with individuals who were influential in the tech space. So I was able to host that event as well. So as you can see, coming in and doing particular things, the upward trajectory is extremely important. Shout out to Ripley, Tennessee in the building. That's my brother Jabari. So shout out to the good brother. So, and my role in the tech industry, outside of the actual role, but overall, is the thought leader and spreading the information and spreading the knowledge to our people. Because it's still, even with so many of us actually breaking into or getting into, becoming exposed to, it's still so many of us who have no idea. We still settling for Amazon and UPS. And there's nothing wrong with them if that's what you like to do, right? But for those who are looking for another type of bag, who, are looking for a certain kind of lifestyle, being able to work from any and everywhere, things like that, then, the tech industry will be able to provide that for you because of the remote, the remote working capabilities, because of the salaries that you get paid, you make a little bit more money. And then, of course, promotions are fairly easy to achieve, as well as being able to work at other companies that may pay you more and all of those different things. So most people try to figure out, okay, how do you even get into it, or trying to get educated about it? Because when you hear tech industry, people automatically think technical. They automatically think computers, wires, coding, computer chips, all of those different things. And that's the farthest from the truth when it comes to the tech industry. Is that a part of it? Yes, software programming is a part of it. Coding is a part of it. Information technology, technical support is a part of it. But is it the whole? No, absolutely not. You have recruiting. You have human resources. Well, recruiting is human resources. But then you have project management. You have cloud security. You have sales. You have so many other things. Procurement. You have finances. You have all these different aspects of the tech industry that you can get into and don't have to have technical experience. So just wanted to make sure that we was aware of that. Now, the article that I talked about in the video yesterday, I wanted to read that article in totality tonight, because here on Shifting the Culture, the wave, the mindset, and the movement, we want to instill a different wave, a different mindset, and a different movement. So in doing that, exposing us to these different opportunities is very key to what we do here, so that we're able to actually shift the culture. Because if we don't, then the culture will remain the same. All right. So this is an article from CNBC that I cited yesterday in a video on Instagram. Okay. And I also mentioned that I was actually a victim of a data breach. Here's the paperwork right here. Navy Federal didn't send that. But the school sent me the paperwork right here. And I'm going to read the paperwork. All right. It says, the privacy and security of the personal information we maintain is of the utmost importance, and this is to Virginia Union University. We are writing with important information regarding a security incident that involves some of your personal information. We want to provide you with information about the incident, tell you about the services that we are providing to you, and let you know that we continue to take significant measures to protect your information. So it says what happened. On February 13, 2023, VUU detected unauthorized access within our network environment. Okay? And then what are they doing? Upon learning of this issue, VUU contained the threat and immediately commenced a prompt and thorough investigation with external cybersecurity professionals experienced in handling these type of incidents. Following the conclusion of an extensive forensic investigation and thorough manual review, VUU discovered on April 1st, 2024, that some of your personal information was accessed and acquired in connection with this incident. Okay, so this is just a personal example of why this particular skill set, which is cybersecurity, if you haven't grasped that part yet, is a very in-demand skill. So I mentioned that in the video that I actually had this situation happen to me, and they are looking for qualified individuals. So now it says companies have an incredible need for this in-demand skill, says Google exec, and it pays over $100,000 a year. Now, I don't know about you, but I think some of us who fall within that medium household for black community, for the black community in the black household, if we fall in that $52,000, $53,000 range, your ears might want to perk up when you hear you can make $100,000 in this particular field. You just have to get the proper skill set, right? So as we scroll down, it says one of the fastest growing jobs in the U.S. is fighting crime on the internet. With more companies moving online, cyber attacks are on the rise, and drastically so. The FBI has seen a 300% increase in reported cyber crimes since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. As the threat of cyber attacks grows, so does the demand for cybersecurity experts. In fact, the Bureau of Labor Statistics projects that the number of cybersecurity jobs will grow 32% in the next decade, much faster than the average for occupations overall. I'm going to stop right there. So, what this article is telling us is, number one, cybercrime is on the rise. It's saying one of the fastest growing jobs in the U.S. is fighting crime on the internet. Why? Because everything is moving to digital platforms. Everything is moving to cloud. So everything has a cloud-based home, whether it's your iPad, whether it's your iPhone, whether it's your tablet, whether it is your computer, your laptops, they are tied into the cloud. Everything has a digital footprint. Everything is moving to online. QuickBooks, people who have businesses who have been doing their taxes, doing their payroll. If you've been using QuickBooks desktop version, QuickBooks is pushing everybody to QuickBooks Online. As all of us know about cryptocurrencies, that's digital currency, blockchain, that's online. You go to the grocery store, self-checkout, everything is moving online. It's technology that is becoming dominant. And how are you fitting within the transition of wealth and the transition into technology? And this been happening since the internet came out. This has been happening since this actually transition started back in Y2K. That was the year 2000. That was 24 years ago this actually started. Bitcoin, I believe, hit mainstream in 2010 or 2013. One of the two. Which is 10 to 13 years ago. Now, and I believe you could have got it for a couple $100 back then when it first came out. Now it's worth $60,000. So just imagine if you would have invested $1,000 into Bitcoin in 2013, 2010, where you would be at now with Bitcoin now, one coin being worth 60,000. Right? So we have allowed the digital age to pass us by while we still sit around and we talk about generational wealth. We talk about building wealth, building capital, getting the bag, but how are we going about doing it? Okay? Yeah, Brother Jabbar said, I need $100K. Bro, you and me both, bro. Definitely need that $100K. Okay? So how are we doing this? Listen, the lessons say quick thinking, fast moving, clean inside and out, right down to the what? Modern times. Modern times. So we got to adjust our mindset to the what? Modern times. So crime is not necessarily all in the street no more. Crime is on the desktop computer. Crime is on the laptop. Crime is on the internet. All right? Crime is on the internet. So how are you adapting to crime on the internet? So the article says that with more companies moving online, gave you a couple examples of companies, cyber attacks are on the rise, and drastically so. The FBI has seen a 300% increase in reported cyber crimes since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. So there has been an increase. There's been an increase of cyber crimes since the COVID-19 pandemic. We know that was 2020 when COVID hit. 2020 when COVID hit. And there's been a rise of cyber crime since then. Okay? I want y'all to listen. So it's saying now that as the threat of cyber attacks grow, so does demand for cybersecurity experts. And in fact, it says that the Bureau of Labor Statistics projects that the number of cybersecurity jobs will grow 32% in the next decade, meaning it's on the rise, right? Meaning it's on the rise. There's growth. There's opportunity here. Okay? There's opportunity here for you to be able to make you some money. You feel me? So if we're talking about getting the bag, here's the opportunity. 32% in the next decade. Much faster than the average for occupations. So not only is there growth opportunity, 32% of growth, but it's much faster than other occupations. So this is the occupation that is growing at a faster pace than any other occupations. So for those of us who may need a little extra bread, I want you to make sure you're tapping in. Family, if you're just joining us, this is Shifting the Culture Podcast. I'm your host, Brother King Cam. This is the wave, the movement, the mindset. And tonight we're talking about how we can get the bag. I've been discussing on my social media. I've had different guests on my platform to talk about to talk about tech. And tonight we are dealing specifically with cybersecurity and how in demand this skill set is. Because oftentimes we talk about, and I just see it, people working 2-3 jobs, trying to get a bag. And based on the statistics, we know that the average median household income for black families is around $52,000 to $53,000 per year. I'm introducing us to an opportunity with 32% growth within the next decade to receive $100,000 or more salary. All right. So that's what we're discussing tonight. So if you are just tuning in, I need you to like, share, subscribe, whatever platform you're tuning in from. Make sure that you're tapping in. So now we're going to move further on down the article. It says that there are nearly 600,000 unfilled cybersecurity jobs in the U.S. right now, and about 3.5 million open roles globally, says Lisa Gevelber, Google's chief marketing officer for the Americas, citing recent research from Cybersecurity Ventures. So they got 600,000 jobs available in cybersecurity right now, waiting for the qualified individuals. And guess what? When you're able to get in at this particular stage in the game, there's no precedent for these particular roles. So because the skill set is so in demand, you can do what? Name your price. You can name your price. If you understand your value, you can negotiate your price. Okay? But it's work that got to be done before we can get to this point, but the opportunity exists. Okay, so there are nearly 600,000 unfilled cybersecurity jobs in the U.S. right now, just in America, and 3.5 million open roles globally. It says that cybersecurity is one of the most underrated jobs out there. Cybersecurity is one of the most underrated jobs out there, Gevelber says. Many people assume it's a hard field to break into as it's a highly specialized technical role, she explains. But what they don't realize is you don't need a bachelor's degree to land a high-paying job in the field. And once you do, the job security is strong. Okay, I'm going to say that part again. I'm going to say that part again just in case you missed it. I'm going to say it for the people in the back. It says that you don't need a bachelor's degree to land a high-paying job in the field. Because, in our mind, we think, okay, you got to have this bachelor's degree, you got to have this master's degree, you got to have all of this in order for you to land a six-figure role. The chief marketing officer at Google in America just told you that you don't need a bachelor's degree to land a high-paying job in the field. And then once you land it, job security is strong. Why? Because they need you. If they don't need anybody else. Security and sales. Security and sales are the two jobs that they really need. They need sales because sales secures the money. They need security because security secures the data. The difference between sales and security, though, security is a highly specialized technical role. Sales is not. Sales is more soft skills. So because of that, there's a higher turnover rate in sales because you can get a lot more people who can fit with the soft skills and be able to do the sales. Cybersecurity, not so much, because not only do you need the soft skills, you need the technical awareness, and it's a highly specialized role. So it's not too many people you can replace in that role. So the people that you have and that you bring in are very important. Very important because it's the safety. It's really the lifeblood of the company. Because as I just read to you, this letter that Virginia Union sent me, that is a HBCU. And these colleges, these Fortune 500 businesses, the worst thing they could have is data breaches. Because once the people feel like their data or their information is not safe, then they begin to withdraw themselves from these institutions and from these businesses. So it destroys their credibility. And businesses like that hate the destruction of their credibility, and they hate to become targets for these cyber criminals. So cybersecurity is important and it's in demand. All right. So it says employers are really struggling to find people who are comfortable working in cybersecurity. But there's this incredible need and demand for people with these skills. So it says Gevelber. It's one of the reasons Gevelber founded Grow with Google, the tech giant's skilling initiative, in 2017. The online program provides lessons and certifications for in-demand skills like cybersecurity and data analytics. The cybersecurity certification can be completed in as little as 3 months and costs $49 per month. Plug, shameless plug. Now, Google gonna have to send me some dollars for this. Google, you gonna have to send me some dollars for this because we didn't find this on y'all website, okay? What's going on, Brother Darcel? See, Brother Darcel is in the tech industry. And he says as more tech companies start, they'll need cybersecurity experts to help protect their data. It's a recession-proof skill. Got to start learning ASAP. Tell him, Brother Darcel, this was going on, right? So, shameless plug, Google got a program that's $49 a month. And in the program, the cybersecurity certificate can be completed in as little as 3 months. And the online program provides lessons and certifications for in-demand skills like cybersecurity and data analytics. So you can literally go here and pay $49 a month. It's $50 a month. You do that for 3 months. That's $150. You can get a cybersecurity certificate to add to your resume for the in-demand skills. And then guess what? You apply to jobs that are looking for people with this skill, and you in the money. You in the money. It says other colleges and organizations, including Amazon Web Services, AWS, Columbia University, and the University of Pennsylvania, offer comparable cybersecurity certificates. All right. So now it's how to land a job in cybersecurity. If you're getting anything of value out of this, family, please make sure that you comment below. Let me know that you're getting some type of value. We need some fire emojis. We need some thumbs up in the comment section. Let me know if any of this is beneficial. Introducing to you an opportunity for you to get the bag. Introducing to you an opportunity for you to secure your family. An opportunity for you to stop worrying about getting laid off. An opportunity for you to be able to take your family to the next level. Okay? Because it's cool to talk about entrepreneurship. It's cool to talk about, opening businesses and all that kind of stuff. But in order to do that, everything takes capital. And if you don't have capital and you don't have good credit to get access to capital, then you're not going to be able to build a damn thing. So we have to have conversations like this that give you an out, give you a door, give you a blueprint to a way to be able to obtain capital. So once you obtain the capital, you can then take the necessary steps in building business and building legacy. Chattahoochee Chief said you can also watch the videos on YouTube before you start the course. Look at that. You can watch the videos on YouTube before you start the course, and you can get what you need to get. All right. So that's a shameless plug on a free course. On a $49 course. It's basically free. $49 a month. And you can get you a certificate in cybersecurity that's going to give you some skills. All right. Moving on. It says how to land a job in cybersecurity. Now, most people have been waiting on this. We got a little bit of background on the job, right? We already know that you don't need a bachelor's degree in order to get this 6-figure job. So now how do you land a job in cybersecurity? Most cybersecurity jobs require at least a high school diploma or GED, as well as the completion of an online boot camp or training. Some of the most popular jobs in cybersecurity include security engineers, cybersecurity analysts, and security architects. Although the day-to-day responsibilities differ for each role, the core skills are nearly identical, says Gevelberg. Cybersecurity professionals should be comfortable assessing risks, troubleshooting problems, monitoring for internal and external threats, and working within an organization's IT infrastructure. I'm glad she brought that up because that's an extremely important point. And I mentioned this in my video that I posted on Instagram, that the baseline for getting into cybersecurity is going to begin with IT. So that's going to be everything that's basic with networking. So you're going to be talking about, pretty much your VPN, your internet. How does the internet communicate with your computer, right? Your wireless routers. Okay? These different things that you have in your home that you think are mundane. You know what I'm saying? Like the box that you have, the cable box that you have, the modem that you have in your household with your Wi-Fi and all this. To get a basic knowledge and a basic understanding of what that does, how that communicates via the networks, IP addresses, DNS, which is domain name system, right? All of these different things are important baseline information and foundational skills that you have to have as you begin the process of getting into cybersecurity. Because working within an IT's infrastructure, you're going to have to know these different things. Firewalls, right? You're going to have to know all of these different things in order for you to be able to operate on the back end, right? So do I got my book? That ain't it. Check this notebook. Nope, this ain't it. No, this is for something else. Nah, yeah, this is something else. Yeah, this is something else. What I was trying to do. Oh, it might be over here. Hold on, y'all. All right. Because I wanted to give y'all some actual terminology here that you want to have when you're going into this IT thing, if I can find it. I know. Yep. Boom. This is what I'm looking for. Okay. So, just bear with your brother right now. I'm about to give you some basics, okay? Just some basics that you need to know and understand when you starting on the cybersecurity, right? Which is you got to know the basics. So you got to understand the hardware, the different things that you think are, like I said, simple, are things that are going to become everyday, working tools, working station equipment. So, what exactly is the type of hardware, understanding what a motherboard is, a central processing unit, which is what CPU stands for, understanding memory, power, storage, network adapters, graphic cards, all of those different things, right? That's just your basics. That's just your basics, understanding what all of those different things do. And pretty much you just going through, taking your computer and breaking your computer down and understanding all of the different components that make your computer up. Your graphic cards, right? Your monitors, your printers, your scanners, your headphones, all of that kind of stuff. The different USB docks. These are the different things that you're going to have to know. There are 3 types of USBs, right? You have the type A USB, the type B, the type C, right? Different ones. When you have the different model iPhones, they got different charger hookups. Those are the different USBs, right? So understanding all of those different things, and then understanding operating systems. So, you have cloud operating system, you have Linux operating system, and you have Windows operating system. Those are very important. All those are different OSs. Okay. So, these are just like the basics of what you need to know. Understanding wireless access point, things like that. I don't want to get too technical, but those are just the basics. Okay. Those are just some of the basics. So I just wanted to whip out some of the stuff that I had so that you can know. So those are important basics that you have to start with. Okay. So now as a cybersecurity expert, you'll also be working very closely with people in other departments. So it's important to be adaptable and able to effectively communicate and explain your findings to others. So soft skills, as we talked about in sales, soft skills is important. You're going to need those soft skills in cybersecurity because you're going to have to articulate what it is that you find. And it says making sure these technical and soft skills, as well as any certifications, are front and center on your resume is the most important step you can take in your cybersecurity job search. So building the resume properly. For those who don't know how to do this, you need to seek out professional help. There are people who show you how to restructure your resume. I'm going to say that again. There are people who show you how to restructure your resume, help you walk you through the process, tell you what to remove off the resume, how it should read. Sometimes our resume is too complicated. We got too much information on the resume, too much stuff that the employer is not going to read, HR is not reading. You don't have the proper keywords that allow you to get through the scanning system. I forgot what it's called, but it's like a keyword scanning technology that these jobs are using that actually scan your digital resume. And if you have certain keywords, they pass you on to the next level, right? To the next part of the process. If you don't have these keywords on your resume, then you're not going to get to the next part of the process. So this is important. Get with somebody who knows how to properly set up your resume. A lot of these boot camps, I can only speak for the one that I promote, which is Course Careers, that does offer information technology. They help you with the resume setup. So it literally gives you a sample resume that you can use, and then you can just plug in your information. Okay. Shout out to brother Xavier. It was great to meet you for the second time at TechpreneurCon. Brother, keep dropping the knowledge, family. I appreciate you, black man. I appreciate you. Yes, sir. It was definitely good tapping in with you, brother Xavier, right here. Shout out to my good brother. Met him again at TechpreneurCon. Like I said, we was at TechpreneurCon, had a beautiful time building relationships. Shout out to Tech is the New Black. I need to get my interview over there, Cyrus. What's going on? The people asking for me. The people need me. Let's go ahead and set it up. Okay? So anyway, but shout out to Tech is the New Black, the whole family over there. You understand? And shout out to TechpreneurCon. I can't wait to the next event. All right? So listen. So the resume part is extremely important because you have to have all of the skills front and center on display. If you don't do that, then you're not going to be able to get to the process where you actually get an interview. And the boot camps are good because they do these type of things where they help you with resumes. They even do mock interviews. So they will even provide you with samples of interview questions. What is the interview going to look like? So when you get into a real interview, you're not surprised. And that's one of the biggest things is getting into an interview and not being off guard or caught off guard by the questions. Making sure that you're able to answer the questions and having questions for the company. One of the things in this industry that I've learned that's different from how we have been traditionally, what's the word I'm looking for? Conditioned. We have been traditionally conditioned to handle interviews is we don't go into interviews with any questions for the employer. We don't go, not even the employer. We don't go into the interview with questions for the partner. Because that's how you have to look at these people. You got a skill. They need your skill. They're willing to pay you a certain amount of money for that skill. So this is a partnership. Let's not look at it as a employee-employer. This is partnership. But the same way that they have questions for you, you should have questions for them. So in this industry, you want to do that because it makes a good impression and it lets them know that you have done your research on the company and the things that are ideal for you, whether it's company culture, salary, things of that nature, that you all are a good fit to work together. So that's extremely important. Okay. Now it says that 6-figure salaries and the freedom to work from home. I believe that probably supposed to say 6-figure salaries and the freedom to work from home. It says but to work from home. So cybersecurity professionals are needed across all industries, but there's a particularly urgent need in financial services, healthcare, and government, says Gevelberg. Boy, these names. So the lady, Gevelberg, who is the chief marketing officer for Google, mentioned that cybersecurity professionals are needed in all industries, but specifically in healthcare, finance, and government. So, in these 3 areas, they super struggling, and you're going to need to going to have to come with you with a nice little situation, nice little bag, nice little package, benefits, all that, in order for them to get your services, okay? So you get leverage. I'm trying to show you how to get leverage and skin in the game so you can walk in this thing at 120. You can walk in this thing at 125, 130 if you do the prep work. Trying to show you how to get a bag. All right? Trying to show you this. You understand me? Yes, the applicant tracking system is what I was referring to earlier as when you put your resume out there and that software that scans it for the keywords, it's called the applicant tracking system. Yes. Yes, we have been conditioned and indoctrinated, Brother Xavier. Absolutely. Because, growing up, we didn't know anything about researching any companies that we wanted to work for and having questions for them. We just knew that when you was time to try to get some money, you needed to apply for a job. We didn't know anything about having a particular skill set. And that is the wildest thing, that we did not know anything about having a particular skill set. And we just applied for jobs bringing nothing to the table. And this is how they was able to get away with paying us the little bit of money that they was paying us because we did not have a particular skill set. However, our open enemy teaches his children, teaches his family to develop skills at an early age. So by the time they graduate in high school, they already making a lot of money. They're already making a lot of money, whether they moving into the family business and they becoming owners, or they have a particular skill set that allow them to enter into the work space and be able to demand a salary in the workspace that is a decent salary. Okay. So what I'm doing now is I'm looking through Message to the Black Man, because I believe the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he actually highlights this when he's talking about the Muhammad Economic Blueprint. So I'm about to pull that up real quick. Okay, here we go. Okay, real quick. Boom. All right. Okay, so let me read this. Page 173. An Economic Blueprint. The black man in America faces a serious economic problem today, and the white racist Christianity cannot solve it. You, the so-called American Negro, with the help of Allah, can solve your own problem. The truth must be recognized by the black man. He himself has assisted greatly in creating a serious problem of unemployment, insecurity, and lack. Before the black man can begin to gain economic security, he must be awakened from the dead and gain knowledge, understanding, and wisdom, which will enable him to follow my teachings. So being awakened from the dead. Right now we dead. We dead. We working at warehouses and factories, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, because people have to work there. However, we have to open up and unlock our minds to opportunities that exist outside of that, okay? Because right now, most of us believe that that's the only thing that we can do. And those of us who are not doing that are not necessarily sharing the knowledge with the community so that everybody can get on that same train, okay? Because I had a bone to pick with a couple of dudes that I know work in IT and technology who never mentioned it, never put a Facebook post out, never said anything about it, but they over there making $150,000, buying $500,000 homes, doing all that. Living their life and not putting nobody on. So I said, when I found out about it, I was going to do everything I could to put everybody on. Okay. So let me skip to this. All right. So we got to be awakened from the dead and gain knowledge. So as mentioned in this article, gaining the knowledge that's necessary in order for you to be able to obtain one of these 6-figure roles. Okay. It says, let's see. On page 174, acknowledge and recognize that you are a member of the Creator's nation and act accordingly. This action in the name of Allah, God, requires you as a Muslim to set an example for the lost found your brothers in the wilderness of North America. This requires action and deeds, not words and lip service. So we got to get active. The following blueprint shows the way. Recognize the necessity for unity and group operation activities. Pool your resources physically as well as financially. Stop wanton criticisms of everything that is black owned and operated. Keep in mind, jealousy destroys within. And it says, observe the operations of the white man. He is successful. He makes no excuses for his failures. He works hard in a collective manner. You do the same. I'm looking for something else. Okay, here we go. if there are 6 or 8 Muslims with knowledge and experience of the grocery store business, pool your knowledge, open a grocery store, and work collectively and harmoniously, Allah will bless you with success. Okay, so it also says that if there are those with knowledge of dressmaking, merchandising, trades, maintenance, pool such knowledge. Do not be ashamed to seek guidance and instruction from the brother or sister who has more experience, education, and training than you have. Accept his or her assistance. So I wanted to say that because we have to now seek guidance and instruction from those who have more knowledge than us. That's the point I was getting at, is seeking knowledge and guidance from those who have more knowledge than we do, more experience than we do. Sometimes we try to get in this, we get into stuff and we call ourselves going to learn all of this stuff. And yeah, in a business, you start off that way, but you don't finish that way. You shouldn't be in business 5, 10, 15 years still doing the same thing you was doing in the first 5 years of your business. Point being is that we have to now surround ourselves with those who have more knowledge, more experience, and become sponges. And as it pertains to the tech industry. The tech industry, and specifically with cybersecurity, this is something that is in demand, and this is something that you will be able to use and be able to secure your family if you are willing to become a student first. If you're willing to be a student first, then you're able to knock this out the box. All right? So, it says that cybersecurity professionals are needed all across industries, but there's a particularly urgent need in financial services, healthcare, and government. Companies like American Express and Colgate-Palmolive have hired graduates from Google cybersecurity certificate program directly. Wow, that's news. Didn't know that. So American Express and Colgate have hired people directly from Google cybersecurity certificate program. That's amazing. That's amazing. Hey, look, Google, y'all gonna have to send me something. Go ahead, let's work it out. Get in contact with your boy. The email is bookbrotherkingcam@gmail.com. I need an email because I'm plugging y'all. You're gonna get about 5 to 10 new students on this $49 course, and I'm gonna need some kickbacks for that, okay? And of course, this is gonna be on repeat, so we need to talk about something. We're gonna need to talk about something, okay? All right. But this is amazing. Companies like American Express and Colgate have hired graduates from cybersecurity program, from Google cybersecurity program. So you're getting the blueprint tonight, family. You're getting the blueprint, all right? You're getting the blueprint. Your brother is getting the blueprint, and this is the purpose of shifting the culture so that we can have these impactful conversations. You know, it's cool that we touch on everything in the culture, but this is a part of the culture too. We got to get the finances. We like to be on Instagram worried about all the rich people business, all of the wealthy 6 and 7 figure people business, but you not in 6 and 7 figure tax brackets. No. We got to stop that. We want to be over there with them, all in the T. Then let's go ahead and at least get our bag up like them, so you can be in the T and be in the position and actually have a seat at the table, okay? Because right now you don't have a seat at the table. You're sitting at the little kids' table, all in grown folks' business. All right? So it says that the average pay for many cybersecurity jobs exceeds $100,000. The average pay for many cybersecurity jobs exceeds $100,000. According to the BLS, the median salary for cybersecurity analysts is $112,000, while the median salary for cybersecurity managers is $164,070. There are also dozens of remote cybersecurity jobs on the market, some of which pay upwards of $200,000 a year. Now, you can't say that I never tried to help you with nothing. You'll never be able to say that I didn't try to help you with something. Because as we mentioned earlier, The average median household income in a black household is between $52,000 and $53,000. But here it is. On Shifting the Culture podcast, you are learning about an industry. You're learning a blueprint. You're getting a step-by-step process on how you can get you a bag worth $100,000 or more. No bachelor's or master's degree required. Okay? No bachelor's, no master's degree required in order to get this money. All right? Think about it now. I'm going to read it again. It says the average pay for many cybersecurity jobs exceeds $100,000. According to the BLS, the median salary for cybersecurity analysts is $112,000, while the median salary for cybersecurity managers is $164,000. So just imagine if you get into the cybersecurity industry and you work in it for 5 years, right? 5 years, and then you able to now become a manager, and obviously the pay has the potential to go up. You become a manager, and then you can work your way easily into the high 100s or $200,000 range. And then it says that there are also dozens of remote cybersecurity jobs on the market, some of which pay upwards of $200,000 a year. Ultimately, cybersecurity is an exciting field with a lot of growth opportunities, says Gevelberg. Companies just can't fill these jobs fast enough. So as I mentioned, this is an opportunity in order for you to have leverage, okay? This is an opportunity for you to have leverage and come in the game and set your price, all right? So, I pray that was helpful. I pray that was impactful and that you was able to get something out of that tonight. Cybersecurity, tech bag. So if you are interested in taking a cybersecurity boot camp, then what I want you to do is as the number is scrolling across the bottom of the screen, instead of texting STC podcast to that number, I want you to text tech bag, TECHBAG, tech bag to 888-294-2793. And for everybody who texts that number, tech bag, I'm going to send you the link that gives you a discount to the boot camp that I went through for tech sales as well as IT called Course Careers, and you'll be able to use my exclusive affiliate discount. All right? But you got to text tech bag to that number, and I will be sending that out tomorrow, okay? Matter of fact, I'm going to be sending it out tonight. It's 10:32, so we'll be off here in a little bit. And for everybody who texts tech bag, TECHBAG, and ready to go ahead and start your tech journey, and you want to go ahead and get into the boot camp, then I will text you the link. And the boot camp is very inexpensive. Like I said, you get the discount, and the boot camp offers you a payment plan option. So even if you don't have the full amount, it has a payment plan option. And the beautiful thing about the payment plan option is that once you pay the initial down payment, you get access to the course. So you can literally start your journey by just putting the down payment down. You don't even have to have all the money to start taking the course. You can literally start taking the course. You can set up the payment plan. You'll pay every 2 weeks until it's paid off, but you can be learning and going through the course as you pay. So if you're really about that business, if you're really about standing on business, you can get on the payment plan, start taking the course, and by the time you finish paying off the course, you could be applying for jobs. You could literally be applying for jobs by the time you finish paying off the course. So by the time you pay the course off, you will be getting an offer that will pay you 3 to 4 times, 5 times as much as you paid for the course. If you really about standing on business, though, that's only how hungry you are. All of this is around how hungry, how dedicated you are. Because when I first got into Course Careers, I was hungry and dedicated, and I was in that course for an hour every day. I said I'm going to put an hour in every day. I'm going to watch the videos. I'm going to take notes, and I'm going to learn this information. And when I learn this information, I'm going to apply the information. I'm going to do everything that I'm told to do, and I was successful. I was successful. So you can do it, but it's just as hungry as you are about it is going to determine the success level, okay? I just gave you the blueprint. I done shot it out Google. They done plugged you with a course. I got another course as well that you can take, and that's a full extensive boot camp. Now, I don't know if theirs is just a course, but this is an extensive boot camp that's also the same amount of time. You can complete it within 3 months. You know, I actually completed it less than 3 months. If you slow moving, it'll take you 3 months. If you BSing, it'll take you 3 months. I did it in about 6 weeks. I completed the course in about 6 weeks because I was about that life. So if you're about that life, you can do it in 6 weeks. I know a person that did it in 4 weeks. There was a sister who did it in 4 weeks. So if you're about that life, you can get it done. Okay? You can get it done. It's no excuses. But in the boot camp, they also give you the resume aspect I was talking about. They also give you the mock interview. You know, they give you templates on interview questions. They give you a lot of stuff that you might not get in the Google camp, okay? So make sure, if you're definitely interested in that, make sure that you text the word tech bag to 888-294-2793. And I'll be sending that link out, family. If you're ready to go, you're ready to get started. This is not for no people that's going to sit around and say, I got to think about it, all that BS. Because right now, while you're thinking about it, you missing the fact that the industry is growing at 32%. You missing the fact that you don't have to have a bachelor's degree in order to get a 6-figure job. You missing the fact that they got remote cybersecurity jobs paying upwards of $200K, meaning you can go and work in Cancun if you want to. All of y'all like to go to Dubai. You like to go to the Dominican Republic and hang out, and you're not being paid to go there. You can do that and work from the Dominican Republic if you want to, getting paid a high 6-figure salary. You can do all of that in this if you just put in the work, okay? So you can't say your brother King Cam didn't help you. You can't say that Shifting the Culture podcast don't provide value. You won't be able to say that we didn't teach you how to get the bag, because when all this dry up, and you in trouble, and you stuck there holding the bag, then you can't say that we wasn't there to help you. All right? So that's all I got for tonight, family. I appreciate you all for tuning in. I appreciate you all for supporting the show. Appreciate you all, everybody who commented in the comment section. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. All right? And until next time, I leave you in the greeting words of peace. Assalamu alaikum.
Any leadership that teaches you to depend upon another race is a leadership that will enslave you. Any leadership that teaches you to depend upon another race is a leadership that will enslave you. They gave leadership to our foreparents, and that leadership made them slaves. But we have decided to find a leadership of our own.
You know. Not your average nigga, I'm a god out the hood. They can't downplay me, I came up, I'm elevated. I ain't gotta say too much for them to know I'm coming for what's mine. You know they see me in my presence, say they see how I'm coming. Young, but you not just gonna finesse me like you did my peoples. Then back when you said they was emancipated. This ain't that. Your head too big, you feeling yourself. The game wasn't fair, you had the advantage, we wasn't educated. I don't look at you people the same. Nah. Your worst nightmare, my skin tone about them chains. Yeah. Not no circus lion, son, I can't be tamed. You gon' have to kill me, pussy, Toby ain't my name. Y'all still want us think our history started when we were slaves? What? Come on now, talk about them pyramids we made. I was chosen by that man, you know y'all just been running game. The nerve of you acting like